Great to see you, fans. Welcome into another episode of the women's edition of CA Hoops Weekly, presented by Under Armour. I'm Bobby Broyles, along with Kelly McCarthy. 3 teams crossed the 20-win threshold this past week, Kelly, and those same teams are also battling out for the regular season title with only 3 games to play.
That's right. Elon and JMU created a little separation at the top of the standings, and with wins on Friday, they would clinch the top 2 seeds in the tournament. Drexel clinched a top 3 seed by holding off Delaware in overtime to win their 5th straight. But let's not forget about Northeastern. They've strung together 3 wins in a row coming down the stretch. That's huge because spots 4 for 10 are really up for grabs.
Should be exciting as we come down the home stretch, like you said. Let's take a look at a few Friday matchups beginning in Philly with a huge contest between Drexel and James Madison at 7 o'clock on CA.TV.
This is a big one. Both teams are rolling right along, with JMU winning its last 8 games and Drexel riding that 5-game winning streak. While their styles of play are almost completely opposite, the Dragons and the Dukes both have something in common. They have a habit of falling into the scoring drought, but their defense is what keeps them in games, and that's why they've been able to pull out wins. Last time these 2 teams met, Drexel held JMU to under 55 points, something that's only happened to JMU one other time this season. Obviously, this is going to be a defensive battle. Drexel makes 9 3-pointers per game, but they're going up against a top 3-point defense in the league. So if the Dukes take away the perimeter, the Dragons are going to have to make up for it in the post. They're going to rely heavily on Sarah Curran, especially on senior night, in a building where they are 12-1 this season. Anything can happen, so buckle up for this one, CA Hoops fans.
A sneaky good game in Charleston Friday night as Northeastern visits the Cougars at 6:30 on CA.TV. This is a huge game for 2 teams looking to stay out of the opening round.
That's right. This is the second time in 2 weeks that Northeastern and Charleston are meeting, and both these teams are trying to get that first round bye. The Huskies' 61-44 win in that game jump-started the 3-game winning streak they're now on. CFC fell behind early in that one, so the Cougars need to make sure they come out strong and don't have a big deficit to overcome. You really have to like the way Northeastern's Claudia Ortiz is playing over her last 3 games. She's averaging 17 points per game. When Ortiz is playing well, that really takes the pressure off of point guard Jeschenko and allows her to create over those 40 minutes she logs a night. Another player that's been on fire lately is CFC's Tanisha Brown. She's posted back-to-back 20-point games entering Friday and has been a great compliment to Bree Bolden. Those 2 are tough to contain.
Giving you bonus game here on Friday night at 7 on Blue Hens All Access as Delaware welcomes Elon to the Bob Carpenter Center.
This is also a key game for Elon. A win sets up the Phoenix for one of the top 2 seeds in the tournament and betters their chances for a CA regular season championship. A lot is riding on a strong performance. These 2 teams haven't met since January, and a lot has changed since that second game of league play. For Delaware, they've had some personnel changes that have altered the look of their lineup. Head coach Tina Martin is now relying heavily on Hannah Jardine and Makeda Nicholas, and both have responded. Elon is a team, though, that can completely take away the post. We saw that against William & Mary last weekend with their strong rebounding. For the Blue Hens to be successful, they're going to have to crash the boards hard. Elon is going to come out full throttle, and the Blue Hens need to be prepared and do what's made them successful all season long, and that's good, solid team basketball and not buckling under pressure.
And we wrap up with a look at Sunday's contest between James Madison and William & Mary from Harrisonburg. This one televised at 5 o'clock on the American Sports Network.
Last Sunday of the regular season and last CA game on ASN. I can't believe it. The last time these 2 teams met, JMU was shooting the lights out, especially from long distance. William & Mary is going to need to get out there on the perimeter and take away long-range threats like Haley Barron. But they also need to make sure they don't stray too far away from what makes them great, and that's getting their hands in the lanes, getting those deflections, and turning their defense into offense. Alexandra Massaquel is a huge part of that system, and she'll be a factor in this one. This is going to be a key matchup in terms of seeding for both teams, so I think we can expect them to put on a pretty good show.
Now here's a look at the rest of the upcoming action around CA women's basketball.
As we get closer to March for the CAA tournament, everybody is on a higher level.
It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be electric. Playing for an opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament is a dream.
The CAA Women's Basketball Tournament is coming to James Madison University March 8th through 11th. 10 teams, 1 goal, survive and advance. For more information, visit caasports.com.
CAsports.com always will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage. Also, fans, you can watch all of the CA.TV action on Roku by downloading CA.TV's Roku app that is available now.
You can continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CA Sports, and we're also on Twitter at CA Basketball using the hashtag CA Hoops.
In 2 weeks, we will be in Harrisonburg on the campus of JMU for the 2017 CA Women's Basketball Championship. You can get your tickets ahead of time by visiting casports.com/tickets.
But we'll be right back here next week to break down the final night of CAA play.
Yes, we will. That is it from us today. Enjoy the games this week.